I awoke aboard our Corsair home after a quick trip to Orison, where I collected something I thought would be a nice touch for our crew on board. I had been on my way back to Ambitious Dream Station when something came up and I needed to bedlog for the night. As we established in the last video, the plan is to live out of the Corsair, making it a home by bringing on board whatever we need and building a crew ready to head out on adventures. And Cyrus had been quick to volunteer for this too, but right now he was back at Ambitious Dream Station where we docked at previously. I immediately went back to pick him up and I could show what I'd bought at Orison.
Oh, where'd you get a cool jumpsuit from?
Do you want one? This is like the ship's uniform. I can give you one because I picked up a bunch.
Okay.
It seems appropriate to me that crew on a multi-crew ship shouldn't be running around in armor all the time, and that the flight suits in the game just don't quite capture that utilitarian coveralls feeling of something like the Expanse. These coveralls from Orison are themselves a little over-designed, but I think are the closest we'll get to basic plain coveralls in Star Citizen.
Yeah.
This was of course happening during IEE, so many trips to Microtech were to be made to visit the halls each day. Should probably send that out a bit back up.
Also, no one can swipe it.
Exactly. It's got a lot of stuff on it, you know?
If it's an empty Corsair, it's like, alright, just take it, have fun. But
Yes. And this gave plenty of opportunity for shopping too. I'm playing with Picos on my ship, so you can come aboard if you want to come aboard. I can take you back to Core 1 if you want to go back to Core 1.
Alright.
It is hard to see a Pico and not smile, so it felt like an utmost priority to have as many on board as possible for crew morale. We were on our way back to Area 18 on ArcCorp because, well, following your advice in the comments of our previous videos, I had decided to replace the size 5 weapons with gimbal size 4. I can see the logic of reducing damage to increase shot accuracy on a ship like the Corsair, and you guys were quick to point that out, so I must thank you. As members of a large PvP focused org, we have in the past paid very little thought to our ships or vehicles getting destroyed, because a ship that has nothing in it is replaceable. But when living on a ship like this, it really does change the way you play the game. It's hard to explain, but protecting the ship at all costs becomes a priority. We will see plenty of examples where this almost goes hilariously wrong through our own ineptitude, I promised. But starting with the right weapons would be paramount.
what are we shopping for at Area 18? Some ship guns?
Ship guns, yes, ship guns.
Doesn't have a name yet, but...
No, it doesn't have a name yet. Gotta come up with a name for it. Now, I had the gimbals to fit, but no Rhino repeaters. This alone would warrant a trip into the city centre, but Cyrus also had his own very important problem to fix.
Oh, I need to get different boots. Your ankles aren't showing on your boots, mine are.
Clearly, we should divert all of our efforts to getting taller boots for Cyrus, but I did also make a quick stop in Centre Mass where I found they didn't sell rhinos. A quick check of Cornerstone revealed the closest seller was at Arc L2, but while in Area 18, we picked up our third crew member, Arathorn. Let me just show Arathorn around. Arathorn, you get the middle room. Here you go. This is you. It's got everything you might need. There you go, there's your jumpsuit. It behaves like a jacket, so you can wear it over pretty much like most things. Your room looks nice and cozy now. The Pico morale plan was working.
Yeah, with a cuddly Pico. Step powered engines.
Engines are where we need the power right now, so that's excellent. Oh, we're facing away from the sun, which means that we should be facing Arc L2 as well. We are.
That's good. That happened many times. Yeah.
Arc L2, as the name suggests, is very close to ArcCorp, so a quick hop over and we would be ready to land at the station. Okay, I need to go inside and get some new guns for the ship, and that means that the ship will need to be stored. And with the crew looking nicely uniformed now, the excitement over adventuring was growing. You look very good with your crew jumpsuit on. Very good. We picked up 4 rhinos at the ship weapon shop, but Cyrus would deliver the most important news, of course. All gimbals, energy repeaters, laser repeaters.
They also sold taller boots here.
So you don't have a draft around your ankles now. That's good. There was time for a quick celebration in the station bar before heading back to the ship to carry out our first of what we will call a persistence check. What remains on the ship from our last outing? Are the weapons that we left the other day, are they still there? Let's find out.
All the pistols I put there are gone.
Rogan's still there, yeah. I still see a bunch of pistols. We ditched the Misk Razor and we're looking to pick up a ground vehicle.
If we need to get a ground vehicle, we probably should go to either New Babbage or Hurston.
Okay.
You can't breathe in these suits.
That is a very good point. I mean, we go to Yela, you breathe on Yela. But while leaving the station, we'd also encounter Marqushio, who would also come aboard with his alt character, SKWK Skunks. Having a ground vehicle on board will be important because some of the missions we'll be heading out on are in bunkers or other ground locations, where landing the ship nearby puts it at risk of destruction. Bunker turrets, for example, can still shoot through the terrain sometimes, leading to the loss of your ship even when it has been landed behind perfectly good cover. Nobody's dead, right? Everyone's still alive.
Yeah, no, we're good.
That's the bit that counts. Many of the practices you'll see us employ in this series are actually really good pointers for any beginners to the game, because we are fully trying to minimise the risks to the ship. The Ursa rover also has the benefit of giving environmental protection to the crew inside, and with transport now aboard, we'd immediately take on the task of eliminating a criminal hiding out in one of the bunkers here on Hurston. Sharing this? It's an entrenched bounty. We go kill an entrenched bounty. Look at you two. One slight problem though was that none of us currently had any armour on board the ship. We're going to need to grab and carry guns because official crew uniforms don't allow for holstering.
Sharing mission?
Yeah, I've got ammo. Marqushio would join us in the Ursa with his main character, complete with armour though, as backup in case we got into trouble. And this immediately highlighted that we should definitely load up some armour next time we stop back at Ambitious Dream Station. For now though, we were heading in to kill our target, but there would be challenges beside the obvious vulnerability to enemy fire. Without a helmet, we had no HUD, so with weapons like this P8 SMG, there was no way to know how much ammo remained in the magazine, and we could only carry the mag in the gun. We also had no med pens or med guns, so getting shot would have more impact, but Marqushio would be behind us to give us assistance if we needed it. I've got a P8 with no optic, what could go wrong? I have one magazine.
Oh, the desync just made it look like you just ran off the edge.
Yeah, for me too. I was like, hey, where'd
There you go. There's one dead, but that isn't the target. Moving forward.
Down.
And I don't know how much ammo I've got, but I'm pretty sure at some point soon I'm going to be out of ammo. Oh, target moving left.
Yep. Same.
2 left.
Mark
Good
down.
work. Left
Yeah.
side. Fuck, I'm dry. Okay.
I hit him, but I'm dry.
Okay, I'm gonna have to grab another gun. That he doesn't got a gun. P4 there, grab that. Okay, I'll take the custodian. Okay, ready.
Moving up.
target is downstairs, somewhere in the back rooms. Yeah, okay, target's gone.
Nice.
The target had not put up a fight, but this did not guarantee that the bunker was clear.
Alright, server room's clear. Pushing across because we didn't really clear the
Yes.
outside. A railgun, 2 arrowheads, a P6, lumen.
Whoa. Oh, we're not clear. We're not clear.
Oop.
He's down. Right, that's one down. Without armor and backpacks, looting opportunities were limited, but I did pick up an R97 shotgun as we were heading out the door.
Being safe.
Our first combat mission was over, and it had highlighted a lot of supplies we'd overlooked on board the ship. Sometimes though, you have to go try first and figure out what you need to stock up on later. The ship was definitely feeling more lived in now though.
Yeah.
So viewers at home, this is Cyrus's room. And then Arathorn's room, and Arathorn is resting away in the room. And then my room is next to it. Complete with railgun in the locker. Someone in the comments was asking about the small boxes in my cabin. I think those are hats. I think they're beanies, the 2 beanies. But they just come in as tiny little boxes for some reason. With this being IAA season, we were keen to head back to Microtech. But en route, we'd pick up some distress calls, and it would maybe be a good opportunity to put the new weapons loadout to a test. Got 31 missiles.
4 turret set.
Can somebody shift power to shields?
Roger, shifting power shields.
And
Get
then
it?
I need.
God, somebody
Yes,
came.
I need
My
a.
ship's completely offline. Can you cover me while I fix it? Line. Kill.
Good.
Going down.
Target on the starboard side, rear level. There's some missiles on it.
Give me everything you've got.
Connie.
That's why he's so tough.
This is the best you've got.
Yeah.
I thought I was a goner. Thanks.
While I was scouting for more beacons to respond to, Marqushio had flown us to Microtech, much to my surprise. We trust her. Well. The next beacon though would turn out to be a trap.
It's off from the target, but the lasers and the guns would still
Here's a ray. Act accordingly.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Screening is preferred, but not required.
This is one where they're all hostile, so get ready for a fight.
Yeah, and then we don't get paid either.
Go. Shit, it's inbound.
That fucking go. It's good for us. Building up some range wouldn't be a bad idea. Kills are holding. Good. Front shield's getting a bit low. I'll put some missiles out. Oh, charge. Got a target coming up closer now. Shield's good. But sure enough, our firepower was winning out. Okay.
Lock the shot.
Yeah, good work, good work. Yeah, look at that. Good work, guys. This was about to go as well. But they just disappear. Give bad rating. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bad contractor.
The new weapons loadout was proving to be very effective, with all gunners up and running. Down below now, down below.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't turn red till you get pretty close.
I mean, we can also check that out. Let's see if we can scan it, shall we? Oh, it's red. There you go. And I personally really like the co-pilot ability to fire missiles from the remote turret. Obviously with these missions we're only really just dipping our toe into this, and there is a lot more risk to be had with both more difficult missions and obviously PvP situations. There are plenty of those coming up though. Like I said, we have had some close calls.
Ooh, that was nice pay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
Wow, actually wow, yeah, that was nice pay.
Yeah, 57k, even though there's no hammerheads, that's really good.
Marqushio is still getting used to the handling of the Corsair though, as are we all.
I haven't done lots of decelerating in this ship yet, so I don't want to approach too quickly. But it actually slows down pretty good.
Oh, Pico got knocked. I put Pico behind the seat. I didn't realize the seat came back. He's still there though, he didn't like... This is the kind of stuff that I miss doing from back in the old days, you know? Where it was just a crew on a ship and we go and just do stuff and... And as we prepared to store the ship for the night, we had some time to talk about the day's events, the ship and the idea of multi-crew in general.
I definitely think that the Carrack is just a bit to manage for like multi-crew because people are everywhere. Whereas this one, there's enough room. The Constellation, it's all crowded. This one, there's room for us to move around and do all the activities and not be just like, it's not crazy like the Carrack.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not too much ship for a crew this size, which is technically what it currently uses. Is just we probably have one more turret gunner and that's it.
Right.
But it's too much ship for that many people.
Mark, I have a question for you. But do you want the pilot bedroom up by the cockpit?
Oh, sure.
So that's it. Everyone's got a room now. All of the rooms are booked. Anyone else who comes aboard, you have to sleep in the cargo bay. Or on the table here.
Once you're in it, you really get the feel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, just the potential of what you can do in the ship and just the adventures you can have in it. It may be superseding the Redeemer as my favorite ship to rank. Because the Redeemer, it's like, yeah, if you just want to murder everything, yeah, it's the best ship. But
yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yes.
If you want to do everything, this is the ship.
Yes. This or a Connie, but like you said, the Connie does... I think what the problem with the Connie is, when it comes to living space, is that the living space on the Connie is super compressed, right? You've got a big cargo area and you've got the snub, whereas on this ship, you've still got the cargo area. You don't have the snub, obviously, but it feels like the living area is a lot more spaced out and everyone's got a lot more space, you know?
There's room for boarding action on this ship.
Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, doing boarding.
Yeah, and everyone on this ship has their own room. It's just not one big communal, like 4
Yes.
bed bunk thing.
So another day of adventuring was concluded, but we gained 2 new crew members and we're now getting the hang of the Corsair as a ship. There was still one thing we'd not really attempted at all yet though, and that is fighting in atmosphere, something the Corsair by reputation is very bad at. How would we fare with it? You'll have to join us on the next installment to find out. As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching, and of course all of our amazing patrons who you can see on screen right now. Without all of these very generous people, none of the videos would be possible. YouTube ad revenue does not pay very well, and so the patron support is what keeps the channel going. So let me thank all of you for your support. And in this video I would like to send out a very special thank you to Jonathan Baker, Heather Noon and EPSGU for recently becoming supporters over on Patreon. Thank you all for your generosity, it means so much that you guys consider my videos worth backing, and I won't let you down. Thank you. Again, thank you all for watching, and we will be back